I have news. It's not great news. So I got laid off last Thursday, and it was pretty big, pretty significant. The night before, I kid you not, I was really thinking about what I wanted the rest of my time there to be like, because I knew I wasn't going to be there like forever. That was a given. I was starting to get into a place where I was ready to go back to doing my own thing. And then I got a little confused again about what do I want to go back to? What do I want to do? Torn between the thing that I already started versus the things that I've been wanting to do, and how do I balance all of that, and trying to be realistic of what I could execute and get traction on now versus basically starting over. What the fuck do I do now? Because the last time that this happened, I took a month off and then I went straight into job hunting, and then I got hired, and I suffered for a year because it was a step down from what I was doing. It was in an industry I wasn't really interested in, and then all the health stuff came up, and I took the short-term disability leave, and I realized it wasn't a fit, and it's okay. I don't know if I am ready to immediately go back. Like most people are just jumping back in. They're like, I need to find something now. It makes sense. But there's just something in me that's like, what do I do? What do I build? Because it's funny, I was already trying to lay the groundwork of reintroducing Healing in Hindsight with the adjustments that I made to the brand and the messaging and all that stuff like that. But there are other things that are speaking to me of things that I could be doing that doesn't put me in a position where it's like everything Healing in Hindsight all the time, which is where I burned out the first time. And there's this interesting vision that I have of how I want it to look. I'm just going to be honest that whenever this money comes in, I might have to make an investment to help push me into this vision that I'm having and that I keep seeing. Because it's going to look crazy. It's going to seem crazy. And this idea of, okay, this thing that I had as a podcast, that's not the route. Maybe that is while I'm doing Healing in Hindsight. This is also going on in the background. And to show what all of this looks like, because I think we definitely get lost in the creators that we see make it, but just how hard it really is. And really dialing in on, you really got to want to separate yourself from just the capitalist agenda in general to want to go with this. And it's really hard to do. Because in a way, going the entrepreneurial route is trying to separate yourself while still benefiting from it. And that's the part that I'm trying to figure out is I can't go to work anymore just for work's sake. I can't. I think I'm done with the corporate side of things, startup or not. Especially in understanding the anxiety, the depression, the ADHD, all the things coming together. And I will say I'm very proud that I went into this job very clear on what I needed to gain from it, which I did. I think that is the thing that I'm leaning into the most right now. I always wanted to be an artist. That was always something that like I knew wasn't in my existence. How that was, I don't know. At first it was writing, and then it was like actual studio art, and then it was a performance. Like it was all variations of it. And that's when I landed on multimedia artist at one point, because the mediums keep changing. And there's so many opportunities to use all forms of medium, whether visual, audio, or whatever, to share something. And that's, I think, what I wanted my parents to understand is don't limit me to choosing one specific thing. Allow me to engage in any and everything so that I can choose, what works for me. And that's what I think I needed. I recognize I'm still going to have moments and it's still going to feel weird, but I'm kind of just, okay, if I don't know what I'm doing today, I don't know what I'm doing today. I told everybody, I redirected everybody to Healing in Hindsight. I was like, if you want to support me, go over here. Go like this, go push this. I was already gearing up to share some stuff. So yeah, and that's what feels, good for me.